What is going on, everybody? It's the Frost, and we're back again with another Clash. We're gonna have a little bit of music here today, as you can hear, hopefully. Volcanic Forge by Tailwinds. But we are here with another Clash. Hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get into it right here. As my opponent will draw first. I did lose the dice roll, obviously, so my opponent won. They go first, and they play as they go here. I'm trying to figure what they're going to do because this is one of those things that you got to do. Clash, what are you going to do first? Do you want to play Jolt? Do you want to play this card, or this card? So, we're here talking for a second. And they're trying to figure out, I think we're trying to like go over a couple things here. Stuff. But what are they doing? Alright, they play Jolton in attack position. Uh, Obviously, Jolton allows you to find stadium runes, like, to put out. It's like Mount Olympus or Mountains of Boreas. Obviously, they look like they're doing a Thunder deck here. So, and they're running Thunder Nexus, obviously. They got the Mount Olympus. This is one of the last few times you'll probably see Thunder Nexus deck. In the current form that it is, we won't see another Thunder Nexus deck back. In my opinion, until probably set 4 or set 5, depending on what's coming in Moonrise. So, we have that going on there. They will play the Mount Olympus to boost up the Jolton, so that's not going to be an issue for them. We are having a little bit of a discussion here because of where their map is. They think, as you can see here, they have all the Spirit deck in, not all where it's at right now, but they think they can only see the first few rows. This is a Yu-Gi-Oh! Playmat. I do let them know that they do have space that I can actually see their Celestial Field, or their playmat, so we're getting that all situated here, and that is what's going on right now. But yeah, they play the stadium, they play Mount Olympus. Not much else they can really do for this turn. So after they get everything situated here, they're going to need to end their turn as there's nothing else really they can do. I get to draw. Everyone's favorite little thing, favorite starting point. I will put 2 face down runes. All those counters are the back row. It doesn't matter. I will put down everyone's favorite little rabbit, the Astrabbit. I really hope we get another. I will say, and I've said it before, I hope we get another Celestial, like you say, Volseries and Tectaurus or Sluggo and Quackle, and we get those to mirror them, and we get another thing like Astrabbit, so we're not just stuck with using Astrabbit, and other Celestial can be used in that same spot. So, Astrabbit, I look at the top 3 cards of my deck, pick which one, and then I'm going to shuffle the rest back into my deck. And that's basically going to be my turn here. So, yeah, that is my turn. Oh, and then I do also do this was the card I actually drew. I did grab a Eruption to hit them for 3 spirits, which in the long run was actually probably a really good idea. I do hear people say that usually doing Eruption last or like towards the end of the game is a good idea, and yes, I can see that for sure. You want to hit that double triple eruption at the end to get that big huge play, but for me, I think that's just fine if I get it right there, get those 3 spirits out of the board, off the board right away. My opponent's turn is next. They're going to well, they do put 1 face down, it looks like, or something like that. Now, this play coming up is a very interesting play. It's a very interesting play to do, and it's very sneaky play. But I'll have to give it to him for sure. They play Boombat in attack position. Now, obviously, Boombat, if you disenchant it, it pretty much becomes a kamikaze, and it just goes kaboom. Boombat, kaboom. He's then going to play Circle of the Skies. I did not see this one coming into play when we first went through this. He's going to play Circle of the Skies to do a very cheeky play here and enchant, like, move the spirit from the Mount Olympus to the Boombat, basically to disenchant from Boombat and destroy it, but I do hit the Gorgon's Gaze on the boom bat, preventing the explosion because I saw what they were trying to do there. Use the effect and then hit me for two spirits, but I was not going to allow that, even though I did have to waste 2 spirits to do the Gorgon's Gaze as it is. But I do get to keep my Ash Rabbit alive. Spirit count coming after this turn is 15 to 13, as I am still in the lead right now. And obviously one of my favorite cards that I've been playing a lot because it just is a big powerful card. The Sonic Core comes out. I wish my lighting was a lot better for all this, but unfortunately it's not. I do get to play that. No counter runes can be played right now. I do get to hit over the Boom Bat, as that's the only thing I can really do. And I end my turn. We are talking a bit about, because he was asking about, my opponent was asking about if they could play a counter, but the fact that Boom Bat is in attack position, counters cannot be played. So there is no counter rune that could be played here. It's a sad thing, it is what it is, but if I wanted to put it in defense position, not attack, you want to play counters, that's one thing. Or if the Swirlet comes out and and you want to destroy it, then counter runes can be played because of Swirlet's effects. But the Boom Bat, also the Boom Bat should be destroyed here at this time, but that's not a hurt or anything. I do have mic problems every once in a while, which I don't understand what's going on with that. They draw. They do expend to draw with nothing in their hand. They do expend to draw. They do forget that the Boom Bat should be there. The Boom Bat has been taken down as well, so they are expending right here to draw. Obviously, the Boom Bat should have been destroyed. It does get resolved here in a moment, so there is that. Nothing else they can really do. This is the Thunder Nexus deck is definitely one of those things you have to have Zeus and Spark It in your hand just to get the engine running. Because once you get Zeus and Spark It in there, yeah, it definitely changes things. But yes, he does remember that I do get to finally remind him that Boom Bat should have been destroyed, as well as 1 spirit of damage due to the spirit differential between Boom Bat and the Sonic War, because the disenchant did happen, but I was able to Gorgon's Gaze from the explosion that happened, keeping my Ash Dragon alive, but him losing that spirit, so spirit differential was still a thing. So after that, he is down to 11 spirits. I then draw. I play Valseries in attack position. Valseries obviously gets +1 for each fire spirit on the field. And that's not just your field, that's your opponent's field as well. I hit into the Jolton, not much else really to do, and then I hit him for 2 spirits, knocking him down to 9 spirits. I should be at 13 there. So yeah, I'm at 13 spirits. He is at, he is at 9. So his turn is up. He is going to expend the draw, right? No. He does. This is a very interesting play. What comes up here? This is the quintessential play coming up here in a second for his deck, as it is a Spark It Nexus deck, a deck that is going to be going away. Here comes the Spark It, as we all knew was going to happen. Obviously is obvious. He does play the Zeus. Obviously, you got to have Zeus in there. No reason, in my opinion, with Spark It Nexus, there's no reason to play Spark It at all if you don't have Zeus in your hand. And he only puts 1 extra on. This is a very interesting play. He does Nexus to be able to use Spark It's ability to destroy I have an Elichick in my hand. They destroy the Elichick, which they do come to regret, even though I didn't really need Elichick for this match. And then this is a very bold play. He does disenchant from the Zeus, destroying the Zeus, allowing and targeting the Sonic Core, able to crash into both and destroy. No spirit differential here, so they both have 2 spirits on them. Both are destroyed, but he does have an open field with 3 back row. Very interesting play there for sure, I will have to say, for my opponent. I draw on my turn, 13 to 6 right now when it comes to spirits. Now Sonic Core is now gone. the Crown of Ruins can be played again, I am going to play the Festus. I am going to enchant 2 on him. That is a sweet full art, by the way. I'm going to disenchant 1 to find an artifact. The Hammer of Hephaestus is the obvious artifact for me to grab. Only artifact in my deck now. I used to have 2 hammers, but after some reflecting on my deck, I had to make some moves here, and the other hammer had to just be removed for more counter ruin play. There's a lot of counter ruins I did not have in this deck. Now that I have them, and hopefully this deck can do a lot more in the coming weeks and months or whatever. I am able to boost them up to like a 10, I believe it is. Hammer of Hephaestus in the middle. There's that. I'm also able to sit here and I play a Thunderstorm to destroy the middle, which is also a Chains of Prometheus. Always a good card. So, yeah. Alrighty, so... Alright, here, let me see what we got here. We have my turn over. As you can see, my opponent draws. My opponent draws. They're not having a good game so far. It's not an easy game, for sure, for them. They do expend 1 here. They're going to expend 1 to draw. Really not much to play on this turn. They're looking at the back row, obviously. Maybe they have something they could play here. They do set 1 more card after the expenditure to draw. It should be 5 here. And they end their turn. My turn! My turn! I get to play Necroth in attack position. And I try to hit over the, I try to attack for 2 spirits, but they do play Tsunami, putting my Elestrals into defense position. Not much else I can do there. I have no choice but to end my turn. My calculations are correct. We should both be at 5 spirits at this time. Could be off by 1 or 2, but we should have about 5 spirits left. They draw. They spend. This is like they expend to draw. Now, a mistake they make here is something that happens a lot of times. I'm seeing for a lot of new players is that you expend to draw and then they think, oh, I'm going to be able to still play a card. You can't play an Elestral after you expend to draw. So they expend to draw. They draw a card. Now, as I said, they try to play, which obviously if this could happen, they play another. They keep their back row the way it is. Now, if this was a legal play, it would make things a little bit easier, interesting. But because of the unable to actually play a card, an Elestral, they have to pick that back up. Immediately pick that back up, and end their turn. On my turn, I draw. I'm able to ascend into 1 Blazerus. Thus, I try to... Oh yeah, wait a minute. I don't know why... Okay, I don't know why I moved the hammer, because I know I had the hammer on both series. That's on me. That was on me. For some reason I thought Neckwep was. But then this is the mistake they make here. I'm gonna have to explain this one, because I don't have their camera feed at this time. I play Blazerus. They then go and use Gorgon's Gaze. At this time, they have 4 spirits left. They play Gorgon's Gaze at this time to stop Blazerus from attacking twice, because basically 4 spirits, they're done if they don't have that. They play Gorgon's Gaze. Unfortunately, I go to attack with Volceres. They forgot that they had a Tsunami as well. They could have played the Tsunami immediately, preventing me from being able to attack anyway, keeping those 2 extra spirits, so they would have 3 spirits left instead of 1 spirit. So basically, we come down to this. They know they made the mistake. It is what it is. I put everything in defense position. Now, obviously, if they were able to top deck an Ambrosia, that would have made things completely different for them, because they would have got 3 spirits back and still be able to play. But as you see here, my opponent draws. they get nothing. They're going to fold, and that is going to be your clash for this clash. A lot of things, a lot of hiccups here and there between them. They could have gotten a couple things done differently. If they would have tsunami'd instead of Gorgon's Gaze, they still would have had something there. But unfortunately, they did not. But that is going to be all for this clash here. Hit that subscribe button, comment down below, like or dislike this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.